Hi, this is Marcus here, and welcome back to number 6 in this 17-part series on the 17 mistakes that traders and investors make, even intermediate and advanced ones, but certainly beginners. So let's see whether you make mistake number 6, and that is trading. That's not the mistake, by the way. Trading on emotions rather than following your plan. Well, emotions is what governs most people on a daily basis, and when it comes to money, emotions tend to go up. So you know the kind of emotions that I'm talking about. Emotions like fear, for example, right? You're in a trade, you've got a little bit of a profit, and you're like, I know that my strategy with rules says I should let it run. And I kind of come back onto that in a moment, because that's one of the 2 golden rules of trading anyway, which you need to know, which we cover in one of the others, but I'll repeat it for you. So you're in there and you know you should let it run, but instead you start feeling something that doesn't make you feel so good about it. So you're thinking, well, I'm in profit 1%, 2%, 3%, and I know I should let it run, but what if it goes back down and then I lose those profits, right? So it's like a knee-jerk reaction, and suddenly you decide to get out of the trade, even though it didn't follow your trading plan. Okay, that's one. That's a very, very common one, the fear. Another one is greed. So for example, staying in, that's very closely linked to the hope strategy. Let's say you are starting to lose some money and you have a stop loss. That's part of your trading strategy to get you out without any emotions. That's why we have a stop loss, an automatic order to get you out. But instead, what you decide to do is you don't like the feeling, and so what could you do? Either get out too early, that's one thing. The other thing you could do, which you must never do, is you drop the stop loss, right? Because you don't want to lose money. You don't like this feeling of losing, and you think, well, if I keep moving it down, it's going to go up eventually. But of course it doesn't, does it? Not when you do it, right? So when you go down, it goes down. When you drop the stop loss, it goes down even further, and suddenly you're on a huge loss. And then all kind of emotions start coming in. You might even buy some more. Where did that figure on your trading plan? That's not even part of your trading plan, and suddenly you're doing something totally different. Look, there are really only 2 golden rules, and that is to let your profits run. What needs to run? Your profits, not your losses, your profits, but you need to let them run as long as possible. And you need to cut your losses short. What do you have to cut short? Your profits? No, your losses you have to cut short, and you do need to do both, as I discussed on another video. So how can you get around, this is very important now, this challenge that most people have of being run by their emotions as opposed to trading with their plan? Several things that you can do, but one of the things is obviously having a plan. Most people don't have a plan. The second thing is having a written plan, which is in front of you so you see it, but even that doesn't help some people. So here's something that you could do. In my opinion, you need to have something called a trading buddy. Okay. Now, a trading buddy could be another trader, but they don't have to be near you. They could be on Skype, or they could be on some chat forum or something like that. And before going in, you say, listen, buddy, I'm just about to go in. And they have to ask you one question. And that question is, are you following the rules 100%? And then the answer is either yes or no. Right? Because if it's like, well, that's a no, isn't it? If it's yes 100%, they can go ahead, buddy, and you can trade it. Now, it might be that you don't have a forum, or you don't have a group, or that kind of environment. So all you need to do is to have either a friend or a family member. They don't even need to know what you're doing, but you need to agree that when you ask them this question, hey, I'm about to get into the trade, and they are going to ask you, okay, I don't know what he's talking about, but I know that I now have to answer, are you following the rules at 100%? And if you can say hand on heart, yes, I am, then you go in or get out, or whatever it is that you're doing as part of your trading. But if in any way, shape or form you kind of say, well, kind of, that's a no, and therefore you don't go ahead. So get yourself a trading buddy, because you know what to do. But remember, it's not just about knowing the rules, you have to follow the rules. and emotions is what hijacks. Sometimes you see your arm kind of coming along and you go, what? And you kind of get out of a trade or get into a trade when you shouldn't, but your emotions take over. It's actually very, very simple. Trading is so simple, but that doesn't mean it's easy. You need to have that, dare I say it, this word. People don't like this word, right? Because I don't know why they don't like it, but they just don't tend to like it. And that is discipline. They don't like this word, but you do need to have this discipline. Discipline is just following the rules. Now, if you are not very good at following the rules, guess what? You need to change your strategy to a more simple strategy with less rules so that you can follow them. For example, our VCA strategy, maybe the buffalo strategy might be too complex now. You get used to the VCA strategy for a few months. Once you do that, the buffalo is a no-brainer for you. Okay, so I hope that helps you. If you need to, look at the video again. Make sure you do take action on those points. Get yourself a trading buddy as soon as possible. And I hope you enjoyed what was number 6 in a 17 series on the 17 mistakes that most people make. And remember, always invest with passion and profit.